A dog is a man's best friend. People love them, and for good reason. They're loyal, they play fetch, tug of war, hide and seek. They protect and cuddle. They're your wingman and partner in crime. Speaking of crime, it might surprise you to know that criminals may not love dogs like the rest of us. To be clear, they may not like those types of dogs. They may like other types. Bad dogs, or misunderstood dogs, or unfortunate dogs which get caught up in the criminal underground. Criminals are typically okay with these dogs. They just have a problem with good dogs, specifically the law-abiding dogs of the K-9 unit. You may ask why. Police dogs may adhere to the law, but they do play the same games as other dogs. They play fetch, tug of war, hide and seek. I guess it's all about the whole law and order thing. Theoretically, any dog could be a police dog, but then again, sometimes theory can't stand in the face of real life. So who are these police dogs of the K-9 unit? Well, there's a top 10 list of the best dogs to recruit for the unit. Number 1 being German Shepherds, 2 Belgian Malinois, 3 Bloodhounds, 4 Belgian Shepherds, 5 Doberman Pinschers, 6 Labrador Retrievers, 7 Bouvier des Flanders, 8 American Pit Bull Terriers, 9 Giant Schnauzers, and 10 Boxers. Personally, I would have placed Rottweilers on the list between Dobermans and Retrievers. I'm sure character and personality have a lot to do with being recruited into the K-9 unit, and looking at this list, I can see what kind of officer these dogs would make. You have serious cops, undercover cops, and vice cops. The right cop for the right job. But character and personality only get you so far. There is also the question of race, and it possibly leaves you open to discrimination lawsuits. There's physical attributes, which begs the questions, is there a hotness scale? And does size really matter? Is it better being street smart or book smart? Well, these are all legitimate questions in recruiting for the K-9 unit. But once you're in, what comes next? After training, dogs are transferred to the units which utilize their best attributes. There's public relations, the narcotic squad, riot control, search and rescue, criminal apprehension, and digital crime. Digital crime, you may ask? Although it would be cute to see a dog as a tech geek, we all know that modern keyboards do not accommodate dogs of any size or temperament. What it does involve is something a bit more seedier. I came across a story about a dog named Earl, U-R-L, not Earl, E-A-R-L, who recently retired in Utah and passed away last week. The article called him a porn-sniffing dog. Knowing that dogs are transferred into units that utilize their best attributes, I had to wonder what he looked like and what made Earl really good at sniffing out porn. Earl was a black Labrador Retriever, a beautiful animal that shattered my image of a dirty dog. But what made him so good at his job? Unfortunately, it was his good nose. His job description of sniffing porn brings about a lot of gross scenarios, and I automatically felt sorry for Earl. Dogs are praised for being extremely intelligent, but I know that dog wasn't smart enough to know what he had signed up for, or that he might have had an option to choose another line of work, like sniffing for narcotics instead of nasty body fluids. As a man, I can't imagine sniffing out a sex offender without retching. How would a dog feel, especially when you factor in the enhanced sense of smell, knowing they had to sniff that crap at work every day? Can you imagine if he was a bloodhound? Ugh. Turns out Earl sniffed out memory sticks, cell phones, SD cards, and other forms of electronic storage. So one may say he was trained to sniff out the metals that make up the electronic components, which would lead to hidden devices which store illicit material. It sounds great, and it shows that Earl had honed his olfactory nerves to sense rare metals and possibly even electromagnetic disturbances. The thing is, we all know that the pervs handling those devices would have had something more stinky on their fingers, and that's what poor Earl had to sniff and endure. Earl is a hero in every sense of the word. I know he will be missed and has found peace and happiness and a well-deserved rest. For all you dog lovers, maybe the story will give you another reason to love your pet. Maybe it will renew your respect for these animals. Maybe it'll make you want to wash your nasty hands more often. Whatever you may have gotten from the story, love the pet who is also your best friend. And that's my uncultured perspective. Please like this video if you enjoyed the content, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Ciao for now.